everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public and Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. It is the summer, and it's hot out there, but also what a great opportunity now to get out there. It seems like a lot of transition takes place in the months of May and June. A lot of people who, whether their job has to have them leave the city or school is ending, and so there's a lot of kind of influx and change. A lot of great new homes also there out there on the market, and so to talk about all that's happening with the greater New Orleans area and in the area of home builders and homes that are available, happy to be joined by the Executive Vice President of the Home Builders Association here in Greater New Orleans, Mr. John Luther. John,
hey,
welcome.
Brad, how are you? Thank you.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, we were just talking. I mean, this is kind of that year. You know,
sir.
people are, school's getting ready to end, graduates are, but families are maybe moving and coming in. So is this kind of the time of year, as well as I guess the fall too,
right,
where there's a lot of influx of people moving, but also, you know, interest rates are great. Yeah. People are starting to invest, and construction loans are going out there, so people also thinking about building as well.
Yeah, Brad, I've got to say, probably this is the best the housing construction fundamentals are looking probably in the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow,
as you're aware, it's been really difficult economy for housing construction nationwide and locally even as well. However, in May going into June of this year, we're seeing some fundamentals. As you mentioned, interest rates are historically low. Job growth and creation's improving. The things we have going for us here in our metro area is that we didn't have as much of the foreclosure activity as that they've had, you know, in South Florida and California and Phoenix.
We've actually kind of done well.
We've done fairly well. Now, if you're the person that has had your home foreclosed upon, then
you're frowning at us.
Right,
now,
exactly.
Sure.
But relatively speaking, I think Louisiana has held its own, 45th to 47th in the nation lowest foreclosure rates. So those fundamentals, in addition to getting access to credit for our builders and the homeowners, home buyers getting access to mortgages and getting qualified.
Right.
Things are improving.
Are you finding that the banks are starting to let up a little bit?
However, so slowly. At the Home Builders Association, we represent a lot of the local banking institutions, and we know them well. And it's not been that they haven't wanted to lend money. For the last several years, the problem has been they are under a very different regulatory scheme now than what they had been for years. And so it's more difficult for them literally to make the same types of loans. But we're all working together, I'm happy to say, on the national level in Washington and here locally, where we are starting to see some of this break open a little bit.
And what's the nice part about it is, tell me a little bit about, because I think it complements, tell me a little bit about the actual association. What does the Home Builders Association, your purpose, your mission, and the services you provide? Yeah,
sure. Thank you. We just celebrate our 70th year here in the greater metro area. We represent 7 parishes, mostly all on the South Shore, obviously. And our mission is this: it's to get out there and to train the best contractors and developers and those who supply the trades in the best industry standards, to put up pricing at reasonable price points, affordable price points, and safe housing as well. And so we're always taking we have about 930 member firms that belong to the Home Builders Association, and they can be just raw land developers to new home builders, multifamily apartment owners, managers, developers, mixed use, and then anybody conceivably supplying the trades.
Right.
That makes the membership. So what we're trying to do is certainly make certain the public knows that you have these people who belong to this organization. They're taking those extra steps to make themselves more professional, to get that continuing education and training and compliance. And so we're very proud of the product then that they put out at the end of the day.
Sure, absolutely, because they themselves then, on the bigger scheme, represent you guys representing them, and you want to have reputable builders and people who and contractors that are doing the type of level of service that people would expect.
Exactly.
And as we all know, post Katrina, I'm not saying any of your association members, but everybody has been been bit in some ways by contractors who weren't doing that stuff. So it's refreshing. So I appreciate the hard work that you guys do and everybody at the Home Builders Association very much. So, well, let's talk about something really exciting that's taking place. It's going to be on June the 2nd and 3rd. And the 9th and 10th of this year. 19 unique homes in what you call the 2012 Parade of Homes. Parade
of Homes, sure, yeah. And that is an effort or an undertaking whereby some of the best of our best go out there and they put a home in the ground, and you can see it and follow it from the inception of the construction process until those 2 weeks that culminate in June, where you can go out and actually visit it.
Right.
And these are our builders who are putting dynamic new homes together, and they're all shapes and sizes. They've got different building theories and techniques. They've got different products. Some of them could be really high in internal home technology, energy efficiency,
right.
all of those things that we're all striving for to make our lives easier and to be a little less onerous on our pocketbooks.
Right,
and so we're
exactly.
always trying to push that envelope. And so our builders go out and build, and then all of our other members, flooring companies, window companies, insurance companies, banks, they all then support the effort, and then they're all able to market themselves. And then we invite the world to come see those homes.
Because it's a great opportunity for someone who's wanting to get kind of, you want to look at a house, great,
right.
first off, and you're looking at styles, but also you start to, if you're in the remodeling area and, you know, hey, if you're not really looking at a house, but you just want to see what a new house feel looks like, and to your point, what are all the contractors, vendors, how are they decorating, what faucets they're using, what, you know, elements are they using to make it a little bit more stylistic, contemporary, whatever. And you do find that the builders have their own style. They definitely are, you can see definitely their fingerprints on a lot of the look of it. We were just talking about that. Will that be some of what people expect?
Absolutely. I mean, some of the people who have, you know, maybe homeowners, previous homeowners that know the area, they know a lot of these builders who are in the parade. And so you're absolutely right in that they know what kind of imprint that they may be looking for, but it's going to be updated. It's going to be something progressive. You know, what's kind of cool about this year's parade is we're spread out in the metro area. We're out at Ashton Plantation and Luling. You know, we're in Old Metairie. We've got a bunch of houses in Lakeview. I mean, so we're kind of all over in Belle Chase, and so it's a nice geographical representation as well.
And the nice part about it's free and open to the public.
Absolutely. And what's really neat about this, Brad, is that for the last couple years, we've tried to make this as much a virtual parade as it is a physical parade, in that you can go to our website and our Facebook page and follow these builders. Now for months, you know, one can follow the progress of the homes, and you can look at YouTube clips and podcasts and literally see the different increments of construction that are going down, and then in June go visit.
That's amazing. And the nice part about it, you have what is called the Dream Home? The
Dream Home, and that's a couple years ago we collaborated with St. Jude Children's Hospital, the cancer hospital in Memphis. They've got a fella here as a local board member, and he got us involved in one of our former presidents of the home builders, a fellow named Wayne Miller. Wayne built the charitable house last year, the Dream Home, and he's doing it again this year. And we provide any resource that we possibly can through the HBA and our membership, because all the proceeds from the raffles from that house go to the Children's Cancer Hospital.
And the value is estimated what?
$600,000 at least this year.
Drop in the bucket.
Last year we raised, or the home raised over $1 million, $39,000. And interestingly enough, second to the state of Tennessee, the state with the most children treated at cancer hospitals, Louisiana.
Well, let's remind everybody what we're talking about. It's the New Orleans Home Builders Association's Parade of Homes, June 2nd and 3rd, and June 9th and 10th. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. More information, you can go to their website, hbagno.org, or call them at 504-837-2700, or you can go to dreamhome.org if you're interested in looking at that home on 6th Street in Metairie. It's going to be fantastic. Again, it's the weekend of June 2nd and 3rd, and June 9th and 10th, 1 to 5, free and open to the public. So come and learn and discover and decide what you like and what fits you.
Thanks
a lot. I appreciate it, John. I appreciate it very much. All right, everybody. John Luther, Executive Vice President of the HBA here in Greater New Orleans. That's it for this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time.